Every week, a new band. Brought to you by NZ On Air. Active Life! Yeah.
mai, haere mai, kia ora everyone, and welcome to an absolute stomper of an Active Live today here, brought to you by NZ On Air Music on Radioactive.fm. I'm joined by Melondrone. Thanks so much for being here, team. Great to have you in the Active Live room.
Great to be here.
Great to have you here. So we've got Daniel Walker-Bowl, we have Chris Hamblin, we have Thomas Berg, and we have James Stokes joining us today. And it's your first time in the Active Live room. Huge congratulations, first off, on releasing the self-titled EP today.
Thanks.
It's very, very exciting. Tell us a bit, so that was a song from the release.
That's right.
Tell us a bit about how the release came to pass.
We love jamming. We love playing live. We write too many songs, so we've got to record them. So we recorded these a long time ago, and then it takes a bit of time. And yeah, there's no special date, the 29th of September. It's just when everything sort of came together, got all the mastering done, all the distribution, all that stuff. Yeah, but we want to release music. We want to get it out there. It's music for others as well as us.
Beautiful. I love that sharing.
Sharing
intention.
is caring.
Yeah, definitely is when it comes to your tunes as well. Now, you mentioned the recording process there. You worked with Joel Cosgrove and Lockie Noble, is that right? Two local legends themselves.
Yes, we did.
Cool. How did you guys come to meet those guys, and how did that process come about?
Well, we played maybe a couple of years ago. We played an iGum set, and then Joel just hit us up straight after the gig and said he wanted to record us. So we went and did that with him.
Yeah.
Maybe like a few months later. Yeah.
Awesome. Gosh, he's a proactive man, that guy, isn't he?
Yeah,
Oh, he's a doer.
An absolute doer. Oh, that's so cool. And when you said it took you guys a wee while between writing and creating the songs to releasing the EP, tell us a bit about that time period.
We wrote more songs, and we altered the kind of sonic waves of the ones that we'd recorded. We got a lot of sort of shimmery guitar tracks in there, synths. There's, percussion overdubs, there's hand percussion, and just, admin is not high on most musicians kind of thing. So, yeah, a lot of different people, a lot of component parts, and everything just has to happen when people are free and the spaces are available. And we probably had it all mixed by about May or June, and then Lockie did the mastering, and we picked a date, basically.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Gosh, it is quite a process. You're so right in saying that. There's a lot that goes into making an EP like this.
That's right.
Because you said you write quite a few different tunes, what made you decide to put the tunes you've put on this EP on this EP? What drew you to those songs specifically and in this order and in this one set?
Well, we originally recorded about 8 songs for it, and well, the 4 that we chose they just fit together really well. Compared the other songs, which will be released at a later date, kind of fit together well on their own as another project, whereas these ones just kind of fit together for this EP.
Amazing. So you're saying there's another EP on the horizon then as well?
Yeah, teasing that.
Yeah.
You heard it here first on a Radioactive exclusive.
That's right.
Oh, that is so cool. Gosh, yeah, that's very prolific of you guys for, creating so much content all at once. That's awesome. So when you come to set up the intentions for this EP, what was inspiring you, and what created the theme overall for this EP?
Yeah, I suppose the 4 songs we've put together, they kind of tap into the sort of shoegazy wall of sound thing that we all like, and they're all pretty structured for sort of shoegazy kind of songs, but there's just, those heavy sonic waves, and it's spacious, it's kind of like relaxing music, and that all just worked. I mean, that they sat together well, they kind of represented a little bit of everything that we bring to the table, and it just made for a tight EP, we felt, and what was remaining was also a tight EP, we think, but we're just gonna concentrate on this one and step at a time, because it's fun.
And you got to celebrate, man. This
Hard.
is an awesome EP. You got to celebrate the work you've done with this one first.
That's right.
Totally.
Yeah. So that was the single that we just played.
Cool.
It's called Sad Cowboy. It's named by Jed.
Ah.
Jed from Grains came down the stairs one day. He was like, nice. Is that a new song? And we were like, yeah. And he was like, oh, sounds like a sad cowboy. And we just couldn't think of a better name.
That's
The song has
awesome.
nothing to do with cowboys, really.
No, nothing at all. No.
Oh, that's awesome. What a, a shout out there. Cuz the lyrics for the songs are very, and the way that you sing, Daniel, is very emotional almost. Can you tell us a bit about your intentions behind the lyrical themes in this EP?
Yep, sure. I basically hear just lots of lyrics that I don't think represent the truth as the person who's singing them understands it. I think there's too much filler, or there's too much, and maybe this is just me being picky, but I just wanted to, not being an amazing singer, I had to feel really confident that what I was saying represented something that I really felt and meant. And I think, yeah, that is what sits in the kind of mix and helps people understand that, it's for all of us. It's not just some person up on a pedestal, but we all go through this. And life's hard, life is hard. And what we can do is share that. So each song is just about random different things. Sometimes it's about the conflict in myself, wanting to be a more competent person, but often it's about conflict and then resolution at some point within the song. So you get me singing as myself, and you get me singing as the voice on my shoulder telling me that I'm not good enough. The song we just heard, My Mother Died a couple of years ago, kind of that particular song, I feel that. Chris's mother died a couple of years ago. I feel that as well. Not as Chris does, of course, but so particularly that song has a bit of that. But it's also just for all of us who are out there struggling. If you can't find it in yourself, it's okay, because it's hard and we can't always find it in ourselves. And sometimes you just need to hear a song that makes you realize that it's okay.
That's beautiful. What a poignant way of facing what must have been a very, crazy and horrible situation.
Yeah, I mean, without dwelling on it, was what it was, But it's, you go through life and these things provide you with not so much the content. I mean, it's just about telling someone that they're okay. They don't need to be anyone. They don't need to let anyone feel that, they don't need to let anyone tell them what to do. But yeah, the love comes from being part of, a cool family, being part of a great band, and supporting each other. Yeah.
That's beautiful. What as I said, a poignant thing to share with your audience too. I really admire and respect that from you guys. Can we hear another song?
Hells yes.
What have we got coming up?
There's a song called More or Less. It's not on the EP. It's just one of our tunes, but we felt like it would be nice to play today, so we're going to play it.
Thank you for sharing it with us. Very exciting.
Keep a couple spare. Go on and take it. Do you think I care?
and wants to pass you by. Anyway, it's all beyond repair, and I'm asking desperately, RFE, to watch me regret. Told me I needed more, I really wanted less. Afternoon savagery, morn by morn. How you are is of little concern. Not now, the fabric is already torn. Next time we'll learn to line up, take it in turns. And I'm asking desperately, RFE, to watch me regret. Told me I needed more, I really wanted Told me I needed more, I really wanted
What a tune. That was amazing. Gosh, you
Thanks.
really feel the emotion in that one, hey? Beautiful. For
people
those of you
telling you need more and you really should ask for less.
Yeah. I know that feeling. For those of you just joining us, we have the wonderful Melondrone in on the Active Live stage here today. Ahead of their show tonight at Moon, which is very exciting, their EP release party. Go check out the EP on Bandcamp, Spotify. You guys Spotify and everything as well?
Yep, we're pretty much on all the big streaming things.
All the big
Yeah.
places to be.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Now you're playing Moon, as I said tonight. Very exciting. You played there once or twice before, is that right?
Yeah, we have played there a few times in the past.
Cool.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about playing Moon?
Just like the loose atmosphere. It's kind of, you kind of feel like you have, it's less stress playing there than other places. And you kind of just get interesting people wandering in off the street, the Newtown crowd,
Very true.
walking past.
Moon very much has an inbuilt
Yeah.
crowd, eh? It's awesome.
Mm.
Oh, beautiful. And I wanted to know, talk us through the writing process you have for Melondrone. So do you all come together and write together as a unit? Do you kind of write separate parts together and all bring it together? What's the process there, and how do you typically begin writing a song?
Well, it generally starts with either me or Dan coming up with a guitar part at home, a chord progression or something. And then either me and Dan will just work something out at home or something, and he'll write some lyrics for it, or I'll just bring something to the rehearsal room, and we'll just start messing around with it, and then Dan
Yeah.
will It's generally I'll write the guitar bits, and then Dan will write some lyrics over top of it, and then
Yeah. We got pretty good like jam energy as well, pretty intuitive, and so I don't think any of us are like, what is he trying to do? That's crazy, you know. It's all in the ballpark of what we can comprehend. So it's nice. It's a very natural process, I would say. We ain't forcing it. We don't have songwriting sessions. If we have ideas, we're open with them, and then if we like the ideas, we turn it into a song.
Beautiful. Yeah, it really seems like you've got an old friend energy about all of you, which is really lovely.
So nice.
That's beautiful. Can you tell us how you all came to be in a band?
Yes. I met Chris on the internet.
Love it.
You know, like we need people to play with. So we met on the internet, found James on the internet. Then James went to Nelson for a bit, and now he's back, so that's great. And then Thomas was a recommendation from a previous bassist. They were like, "Oh, he's just such a nice guy," and so we're like, "Yeah, he sounds like a bit of us." That's about it, really.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of started with just me and Dan jamming in our bedroom.
Heavy.
Yeah, I used to go
like-
around to Dan's house and we'd just jam, and
Yeah.
did
Like-
that for about 6 months before we even had a drummer or a bass player or anything.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Beautiful.
yeah.
Beautiful organic way to begin, just with friends jamming. I love
Yeah.
that. Oh, how cool. So this is your first full release since 2021, is that right?
Yeah.
I mean, they were
Yeah.
just like, the equivalent of bedroom demos, because
Yeah.
like, it's real hard to get a gig if you have absolutely nothing, you know? So you just got to put what was it, like an iTunes mic or something in the middle of the room?
Oh, it was just a couple of these.
Oh, there you go.
SM57s and
Yeah,
Yeah.
so just
Element.
recording the jam space, really. Which is how long we've been playing these songs, because those demos are like, 2021.
Right.
But this is kind of our first proper one, really.
yeah.
First proper release.
First
And-
real release.
Yeah, and we would hope that like it won't be such a long time. Coming up, we should be a bit more organised with our future releases and things like that.
But
But
you'd
right,
hope
now-
so, wouldn't you?
yeah, we'll see how we go. Admin, musicians, that whole thing.
Yeah, I get you. But you've got one ready to go. It sounds like you're being super organised.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's caught us at a good moment. Maybe it just seems that way.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I'm very excited to hear the next one, but this one is so lovely as well. And now for the show tonight, you'll be playing obviously all the tracks on that EP, I'd assume. What else can listeners expect from the show?
We've got some new songs that we haven't actually played live before.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a few other new ones that we debuted last
yeah.
couple months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of
so-
two new generations of songs. kind
Yeah.
of thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that we'll be playing. You can expect merch. I know, handmade.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Handmade merch?
Well, why screen print when you can just buy op shop t-shirts and buy felt markers and just like washing machine proof, so you can put this in the wash. Yeah, because that's cheaper, and like you don't want the same t-shirt as someone else, so they're all a bit different,
Yeah.
There's one ring.
A
Someone
ring?
can get the Melondrone ring. Yeah, it's going. It'll be going tonight.
Wow.
Won't be going long, I'm sure, but it'll be there.
That's very cool. Gosh, there's a very artistic streak running through your band. I noticed that, Daniel, you also did the artwork for the Sad Cowboy
Yeah.
single. Is that right?
Yeah.
Did you do the artwork for the EP too?
No, that was sort of a collaboration.
Yeah. There was a collaboration between my partner and I. Yeah.
Amazing.
So
Yeah, the single was me, and again it was just did a big book full of all these drawings, and that one probably took the least of all the drawings. And when we were just flicking through, everyone was like, "Yep, that was
That's the
it."
one.
Yeah,
Amazing.
done. Yeah.
Do you find, because I'm sensing a lot of visual talent in the room there. Do you find that you're inspired a lot by visuals? Is that something that comes into play when you're thinking about creating a song?
nah, not really.
No,
Not me
I mean,
personally, anyway.
Yeah, I like looking
Yeah.
at certain types of art, and I'm a bit of a I like spaces, spaces make me happy or sad kind of thing. So there's probably a bit of visual for me, but it's not in the songwriting process.
Yeah, it's more of like I hear something cool, and then
Mm.
I'm just kind of I want to do something in the vein of that,
Yeah.
and kind of try not to rip it off too much.
yeah. It's just about acknowledging the vibes we like.
Yeah.
we just, yeah, I guess we like in-house. I mean, like, it's actually, Nicoletta, the manager up at Vogelmorn, has done a couple of epic posters for us. Epic posters, real good.
Yeah, she's actually done the poster for this gig. So
Yeah,
Oh,
and it's just
want to shout out to her.
Yeah, shout out to Nicoletta.
Yeah.
Shout out to Donna for letting us park in her driveway today and load in all the gear. I said I'd give her a shout out. And
Thanks, Donna.
Thanks, Donna. Yeah, so we do like outsource it, but it just, it's better, we feel, to rely on ourselves as much as we can. And if we can bring what we need to the table. I mean, I haven't done drawing in ages, but it was like, oh, better dust off the old things, and like just kind of, yeah. So if we can do it, and James actually is really good at like graphic lettering. So, if it's there, we'd definitely use it because we like the DIY thing. But we're not.
We're also poor.
Yeah, we're also real
poor
poor and like
musicians.
everything's spenny, I got a little bit of time, so it's all good.
Hey.
Yeah.
I love it. Gosh, there's creativity coming out of the wazoo in that room. It's amazing. And now we don't have too much more time, but I did want to ask, where does the name Melondrone come from?
I came up with it, and it's sort of, it wasn't originally spelt that way because it was supposed to be sort of like melancholic drone. So I thought that kind of captured the essence of the band, but when we were making a logo for it, it just didn't look right aesthetically, spelling like the first part of
We're not a visual
melancholic.
band or anything like that.
So we changed it to an O, and because it just looked more aesthetically pleasing. And yeah.
And now it's like the drone in your head.
Yeah, and it just sounds cool. So
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. I
Yeah.
wondered if there would be some sort of melon-based item, for, something going on with a melon.
Like a watermelon.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Some sort of pedal
maybe
or
we
something.
sell watermelons at the next show.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Add that to the
Missed a
visuals.
trick there, yeah.
Now, we don't have too much time, so I want you guys to play one more song. But just before we do, last final question. What do you hope people take away from your show this evening? Apart from merch.
I would like them to feel hopeful about the state of Wellington music and New Zealand music. Show up and get their money's worth. We're charging $15, which isn't like, it's not something to be sniffed at. $15, goes a long way these days. Yeah, we just want people to come along and recognise that there's some good open spaces out there to be themselves, and they can just sink into the wall of sound. And, we're all different, but I just like meditating right on stage, playing huge, heavy walls of sound. And, each to their own, but we're offering that, and we're also offering whatever you want to make of it. But a chance to relax and let go of some of the stresses that no doubt have been floating around the week.
Beautiful. I love that imagery of sinking into the wall of sound. That's gorgeous.
That's nice.
Hey, Melondrone crew, thank you so much for joining us today here on Active Live. Big thanks going out to our NZ On Air music friends for helping us out with this one here. What is the final song you have for us today?
Cool, I ain't finished yet.
Cool guy, I haven't finished yet.
Yeah, this one's on the EP.
Ooh.
This one's first track on the EP. Yeah, first track. We're also playing at Radfest, just in case
Yes.
anyone is going to Radfest, and we're going to play 2 completely different sets.
Really?
So you show up to both, and you'll hear a little bit of all of us.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
excited for Radfest. It's going to be so much fun.
It is going to be fun. I'm real keen. I'm real keen for King Homeboy.
Oh, I know. Oh
It's
my
going to be
God.
great.
Amazing. Hey, thanks so much, team. Looking forward to the
Thanks,
song.
Harry.
Oh, great to have you on.
Friday, 3:30. Every week a new band. In studio. Brought to you by NZ On Air.